Hi, Selena. It's great to meet you. I'm Alyssa, and I've been a certified diabetes educator here for 13 years. I understand this is your first diabetes education appointment?
Yes, that's correct. I'm really happy to be here. I'm feeling a bit confused about what I'm supposed to be doing. I understand that there are really rigid rules. For diabetes, and I have a friend that also has diabetes and has had it for quite some time now, and she actually had her foot amputated. Now obviously I want to avoid that outcome, but I don't really know how I'm supposed to go about staying healthy.
Well, that's exactly why we're here today. If you have specific questions, we can go through those first. But beyond that, I have some information about blood sugar, symptom reduction, and lifestyle changes that I think you'll find helpful.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the three?
Blood sugar, symptom reduction, and lifestyle changes. Type 2 diabetes is a disease you'll always have, but you can live a long, healthy life. So now before we get started, I want to make sure that you've signed up for the Type 2 Basics class.
Yes, I have already registered. It's every Tuesday night, starting 2 weeks from now, at 6:30. Is that right?
Exactly. Sounds like you're doing things right already. And the Mount Carmel Diabetes Self-Management Program is one of the best. So you're in good hands.
What was the name of it?
The Mount Carmel Diabetes Self-Management Program. If there's nothing specific that you want to ask, why don't we start by reviewing the basics of managing your diabetes? Can you tell me what you understand already, and we can go from there?
Well, I know that it's important to avoid sugar. Yesterday I was faced with a situation with my friends where they wanted to get dessert after dinner at Dairy Queen, and I knew that it was important to avoid it. And I was really proud of myself that I could make that decision.
Well, you should be. And yes, you're right. You want to carefully monitor the amount of sugar in your diet. But sugar isn't only found in sweets. That word, sugar, can be a little deceptive, which is why it's better to pay attention to the number of carbohydrates in your food. The sneaky foods are the ones that are high in carbohydrates but aren't necessarily sweet.
Yeah, I understand that. My doctor actually explained that to me already. I remember now. I think he said something about not necessarily avoiding carbs, but just limiting them. Is that correct?
Right, you don't want to overdo it because that will lead to a spike in your glucose levels. The key is to start changing your grocery shopping habits. Next time you go to the grocery store, find the number of grams of total carbohydrates on the nutrition facts label of your food. Sometimes
What was it, the grams of?
of total carbohydrates on the nutrition facts label. Sometimes people can get confused because labels list carbs and sugars separately, but the sugar is included in the total carbohydrates number. So you don't need to look at the sugars. It'll just confuse you more if you do.